All right, time for the unboxing. This is going to be wow, this is 3 videos in one day, man. Now, I go from not having a video in like two weeks, maybe 3 weeks. Was it 3 weeks? Now I got 3 videos in one day. This was a pre-screen. My first pre-screen ever for CGC. And I did this pre-screen because I figured that I could save a little bit of money on the pressing end. I did make mistakes here though. And the mistake that I made was, I'll show you. But it went well. I already know the grades. But, you know what? Let's take this off. A lot of this is going to be boring, guys, so I hope you guys can show the grade already. This is a nice 9.8. Something's Killing the Children, #1. And what do you know? This is one of the ones that I bought. I actually bought this, paid 120. I think it cost me 125 overall for a 9.8. Last week, was it? And this one, these I bought raw, and I sent these in, obviously. All right, and this is the one that I tried. Look, it looks like all of these are gonna have, you see it right there, the Newton rings. I tried getting it out. This is not as bad as the other one though, but it's a 9.8. Now the reason I bought these was because these are limited to 300. This is by Comics and Oddities edition, and they made 2 different versions, and both versions are by Jenny Frison, which is what attracted me to it in the first place, and plus the fact that it just looks so freaking pretty, man. That's a pretty cover, you know. 1 in 300 is what attracted me to it, and I just love it. I love it. That's dirt on the case, I think, but look at that. That is a pretty cover. These are going to be long-term specs for me, and I'm in on these really heavy. Here is another one, and that's going to be a 9.8. I sent in 7 of these. And I am 9.8. Oh, wait a second. Look at that. They mixed these up. Okay. I sent in 8 of these. And I think, what was it, 8? I think 8 of them, and 5 of them were newsstands. I thought 3 of these babies were going to come back 9.8s. But look at that. 9.4. The newsstand on this has evaded me in a 9.8. I've gotten one 9.8 in regular. Oh, look at that. Yo, I didn't see that. You can only see it on, you can't see that with the naked eye, but you could see it with the phone. That's probably what made it a 9.4. And of course these were pre-screened. Now I pre-screened this. This is where the mistake came in. I pre-screened these at a 9.2 because I've never received. I wanted them graded on at least in 9.2s, and I thought I can get 3 9.8s. I should have just pre-screened on a 9.6, and then this way I wouldn't have been charged for the grading for it. But just looking at it, this is going to be a 9.4. This is not going to have a shot at being, because of that, See, and over here you can't even see it if I'm on an angle. You can't see that if on an angle. You can only see it like that. You can't see it on an angle. I didn't even notice that. See, take it on an angle, it's freaking gone. But it's there. But it's a newsstand, and the newsstands, as you know, if you researched it, if you go on eBay and you look at this book 365, there are probably one newsstand for every 20 of the regular ones. Probably, might be less than that. I look for newsstands only now. I actually sold my 9.8 regular already. I sold it on my comic shop. And I'm having regret on doing that actually, but I'm still on a hunt for the 9.8 in a newsstand. I need to have that 9.8 in a newsstand. Here's one other one. This one came back on 9.2, and again, I thought I had 3 of these babies that are going to be 9.8 candidates, and that's what happens when people say, "Oh, it's a 9.8 candidate." Yeah, it might be a 9.8 candidate to you, but once CGC gets his hands on it, you don't know. This is one that I thought was going to be a 9.8 candidate. Look at that, man. That is a manufacturer thing on the corner right there. That's common in this. You know, that could be cleaned out. I don't know how this is a... How is this a 9.2, man? Maybe some cleaning. No, that's... Staple? Is that a rusty staple? Could be. This is the regular one. I sent in, I think it was 2 regulars. Was it 2 or 3 regulars? No, I think it was... Might have been 2 regulars and 5 newsstands. Was it 8 newsstands? Man, I don't remember. Alright, here's another one that got graded 9.2. That was a newsstand. I'll spare you guys this because these are going to go up for sale. These are all going to go up for sale. And the reason is because for me to break them out now, I'm already in this for the grading fee and what I paid for it. So I paid probably around 15 bucks. Some of them I paid $20 with shipping and fees. But most of them I'm in around 10 to 12 bucks. Okay. So plus the grading, which is we're going to determine the grading fees after this is all done, right? We'll determine the grading fees, but it just wouldn't be worth it for me to have them break them out, have them graded, because then the next time it's going to be around $33 to get them pressed and cleaned. So these are just going to get sold, and I'll just wet my beak on them, hopefully, you know, make a little bit of a profit, maybe $10 on each, on the 9.2s anyway. All right, and that's what I'm hoping for. This is one, and these are another edition of the Comics and Oddities for Something's Killing the Children. This is 1 in 300 as well. This is another one that I bought. This one I bought for close to $150 in a 9.8 with all fees. And I mean, it's a beautiful cover. Beautiful cover. I expected all of these to come back in 9.8s. all of the Jenny Frison covers, 1 in 300. Yeah, I have a total of 9 of these, and a total of 8 of these. So out of 300 of each, there's only going to be what, 292 and 291 available on the others, and I have the rest. I'm sure there's other people that have more, but I'm specking really, really hard on this character. I love this character after I read it. Now, I didn't get into her until I read the book, but that is one badass character. And if you guys read the book, you might think that as well. There's a lot of rumors going on right now about that, about this book. Comic Tom was talking about it. This one came back a 9.6. What I did in the pre-screen is I didn't go all 9.8s. I went 9.8s pre-screen on this one because this one I could always get pressed and cleaned, and I wouldn't mind spending the extra $30 to do it on this. This one I went pre-screen 9.6 and above, and that's because of the foil cover. And I figured, I actually thought they were all 9.8s, but you know, it is what it is. Here's another one. Alright, just to save everybody, all of these came back in a 9.8. So all 7 of these came back in a 9.8. This right here, I think I came out of the 8 of them. 3 of them were 9.6s. Look, there's another 9.8. Here's another 9.8. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there'll be another 9.8 here somewhere. Here's another 9.8. Haha. And 9.2. Man, newsstand. Damn it. 9.2 on that. That's gonna be, man, that's gonna be like my Amazing Spider-Man 300. I only got 198 on that, and I've sent in like 50 of the 300s. Only got 198, but you know what? That ended up being nothing but good for me. Except that these I'm gonna be flipping now instead of, like, at least I waited for the 300s a little while, and I made pretty decent returns on those. But these I'm gonna because I actually have a set of 10 of these right now that are being these are 10 365s, all newsstands that are being prepared to. These I'm gonna definitely press and have graded. Alright, here's another one, 9.6. Alright, so let's separate these. So these are the 9.6s, 9.6, and 9.6, and these are gonna be the 9.8s. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna definitely cut this short because the rest of them were 9.8s. 9.8, 9.8, 9.8, and 9.8, and then there's a straggler here, and the straggler is this one. The Amazing Spider-Man Special Edition. This was, I got this for $5 back in the day. Ever since I got this, I've donated to UNICEF almost every year. This was a donation. This was something that Marvel was doing back then. And if you sent a $5 donation, they sent you this book. So I donated like 60 bucks and I got a whole bunch of these. I got them somewhere. But this one was one that I had in really good condition. And this one is one that I thought, well, you can't get this one pressed, okay, because this is embossed. It's actually, I don't know if you could see it from here, but Venom pops out. It's like a pop-up of Venom. Now you can't really see. Can you see his head? He kind of like pops out at you, but you can't press it because of that. So you need this in a really good condition for it to. So it came out at 9.6. I was so hoping this would come back a 9.8, man. But it didn't, and it was pre-screened. I pre-screened it I actually pre-screened it at a 9.4. But it came back at a 9.6, so I can't be mad about that, right? It's a very rare book, though. Very rare book. You can only find it. It's very hard to find this in the wild. You can find a bunch on eBay because there's a lot of people trying to sell theirs and stuff. I don't know what the print run was on these, but it can't possibly have been that much. It had to be a mail-in. So that's it. Oh yeah, and then there's books in there. All right, I'll tell you which books. The only other books that were left out are the 365s and the 500 Jay Lee cover for the New York Comic Con of Something's Killing the Children. I had that as a 9.8 pre-screen. It must have hit like 9.6 because I didn't see anything wrong with it. I'm gonna have that one pressed and sent in to get regraded. But all in all of my blood variants came out at 9.8. That's 7 of them. So I now own 8 9.8s in the blood variants because I bought one. 9.6s and the foil cover 1 in 300. I own 3 9.6s. These will be sold without a shadow of a doubt. They will be sold later, not right now. These are going to be sold probably years from now because I'm not selling these at all. And I got 5 of these 9.8s in the foils, plus the one that I bought separate. So that's 6. So I have 6 in the foils, 8 in the blood variants, 0 9.8s in the 365 newsstand. That's a bummer. All right, but as you can tell, I'm specking really hard on this character, big time, and I am gonna be keeping. I'm planning when all is said and done, and this is like years from now. I'm gonna keep 2 of these 9.8s, and I'm gonna keep 2 of these 9.8s for the collection. The rest of them I'm gonna sell. And the way that I thought about this, and I don't know if this is gonna come true or not. But I expect this book, because there's only 300 and 300 of these, if this character ever takes off the way I think she will, this is Boom Studios. Boom Studios has created a new form of comic book, right? It's more of a drama type comic book. It's kind of like, I mean, the storytelling in Boom's comics are like novels, you know. It's definitely different than DC or Marvel, anything that DC or Marvel have ever done, you know, ever. And I think that's revolutionary. And this is their headliner guy or gal, Erica Slaughter. Okay, and that's it for this. That's it for this, guys. Well, I wanted to say something else about it. Duh, that's what I was forgetting. The numbers. It's all about the numbers, right? All right. So this was, as you can see, a spec lot. Most of these books I'm going to be keeping for a long time. I'm thinking I'm going to definitely be selling all the 365s, and I might be selling the special edition Spider-Man. More than likely I will be selling that. I'm going to see if I can find some other ones, because I have a few of those, and see if I can get my 9.8 like that, but that one's going to be going up for sale. Alright, so here's the final price. $508 was supposed to be the final price if all of them were graded, but because it was 21 out of 25 that got graded, my shipping to CGC was $32.30. The CGC final price, that including shipping to me, was $440 plus $32.30 is $472.30, all to have 21 books graded. For 21 books, the cost was $22.50 to get them all graded. That's a pretty vast improvement from what I usually pay because of the press. So the press usually costs me, this is what it cost me originally, the first press of the modern tier, right? This was the modern tier that I received, first one that you guys saw, right? That one was $33.46, but I didn't include ship to CGC, so add another dollar to that, so that would have been $34.50 roughly, right, for that one. Then I changed my tier, so I paid more to CGC, but I paid less to have the books graded. So, and again, this is for the ones that are coming. These are the ones that are coming, and these I'm not going to look at the grade. So this is going to be much more exciting, guys. All right. These, it's 50 books, 50 total. These are all of these got pressed and graded by CGC, and I have 5 submissions there that were all 9.6s. And every single one of them, they're big books, 238, four 238s, and one DC Comics Presents 9.6s, and all of them looked really good. And with good cleanings, I think I could get 9.8s. I should have. I mean, I'm hoping at least 2 of those come back with 9.8s. That's the hope. But anyway, the final price for these were about $33.14, probably less than that because it was 50 books that I sent out, and I think I'm pretty sure I paid less than that, probably in the $40 range to ship it to them. So probably about, I'm going to say $33 for the press and clean average per book. So $22.50 is a win-win, especially because the Something's Killing the Children, I ended up with this is my total price on Something's Killing the Children for each 300 count, right? 1 in 300. I'm in on this book $86.31 with everything, all costs for those books, $86.31. So as you can see, I have a lot of money on Something's Killing the Children, the spec, a lot. Okay, if for some reason this book, if they don't do a good job with whatever it is that they're planning for this, and I hope they're planning something for it, but I mean, it has to be big. The book is great. This is a book I hyped up on, and you know, the price pretty much tells you I'm really hyped up for this book, and I'm holding these. Like I don't care if I hold these for 20 years. I really don't care, you know. Hey, you know, I held amazing Spider-Man. Well, not all of them, but 300s. I still have some 300s, and I still have some 238s. A lot of 238s. For a long time. I thought by now Hobgoblin was gonna be in a movie, but still no movies for Hobgoblin. So just because you're expecting something to happen doesn't mean it's gonna happen. And this is one of my favorite Spider-Mans. 2099 still hasn't happened, but doesn't mean it's not gonna happen. And I'm still holding on to some. Well, actually, you know what? No, not 365s, but I'm still have hope to get a 9.8 in the newsstand, and I got my 9.8 in the regular, but I sold it. All right, but anyway, guys, that's the video. It's my last video for today. I'm gonna go eat, go to sleep. Later.